In this module, we will look at express trusts. Express trusts arise where legal title in property is passed from the settlor to the trustee, with the instruction that the trustee is to hold the property for a beneficiary or class of beneficiaries in accordance with the terms expressed by the settlor. Express trusts may be established quite easily. In certain jurisdictions, an express trust may even be established orally. Typically, a settlor with capacity, i.e. has a capacity to own the property in the first place, is of sound mind and over the age of 18, would record the disposition in a trust instrument, where real property is to be held in trust or the value of the property in trust is large. Where property is to continue to be held by the person making the trust, a declaration of trust will be appropriate. Trust may run for a number of years, or even decades. During this time, legislative changes, particularly in relation to taxation, may occur that were neither envisaged at the time the trust was made, nor accommodated for in the trust instrument. To this end, several provisions at law permits variation of trusts. An express trust instrument may contain specific terms, permitting the trustees to modify the terms of the trust without having to receive the consent of the beneficiaries, or requiring the consent of the court. This power is quite wide and is therefore subject to the conditions set out in the Society of Lloyds and Robinson, that the power must be exercised only for the purpose for which it was granted, and not to be under reasonable contemplation of the parties. Under the rule in Saunders and Vautier, beneficiaries that meet specific criteria may consent to terminating a trust early and receive legal title to the property held thereon. The courts have taken the approach that the rights of the beneficiaries outweigh the intentions of the settlor. The criteria are that the beneficiaries are absolutely entitled to the trust property. Consent is mutual and unanimous among all beneficiaries, so this cannot include those who are not yet over 18, without legal capacity, or do not exist yet, and all beneficiaries are over 18 with legal capacity.